I want to be clear about something. I miss my hair. I want my hair back. I think I prefer myself as a hair bear. See, I do have the shave, and I also have the good old beard below to sort of like balance it out, but I kind of miss my good old shave. Where's our quick draft, huh? Where's our premier draft? Here it is. We're going to be drafting all day today. All day today. I'm in a drafting mood. Before I get into that, how are you? How are you? I'm going to actually elevate this. I want to elevate this so I can elevate like this. There we go. I want to be just larger and in charger. So, I have not actually done that many M21 drafts. I have a crap load of gold. So, let's do it. How much can I win from this? Not a ton. Not a ton. But some. Alright, let's fire it off. Let's fire it off. Let's do it. Best of one all day. I don't know. I don't know, G-Accord. I don't know. 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 Ah! I'm ready. Alright, Amaze Mind Tome. I think this is probably going to be the pick, as it is a cheap way to draw a ton of cards. What else do we got? Warden of the Woods is huge, and I like him. Tide Skimmer. Man. I'm like looking at these cards, and part of me is just like, oh my god, draft? I think the Maze Mind Tome is really, really nice, huh? Let's see here. Warden of the Woods is actually... It's actually okay. I think I just gotta pick the Maze Mind Tome, because it's too good. Nothing else here is that notable. There's also the Gain 3 Life relevance. Maldarian, happy 100-month anniversary. So 100 months of not only becoming a better gamer, but a better person. Thanks so much for the positivity and inspiration, Sean. You're fantastic. Thanks for being you. Oh, Maldarian, it's so great to see you, and I'm so happy to see 100 months showing up on the screen. Now, I want to talk more to you, but I can't, because I'm drafting right now. Here's one of my favorites, the Colossal Dreadmaw. Tolarian Kraken, whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1. When you do... Yeah, I actually think that the Tolarian Kraken is the one I like the most of this. This Hooded Blightfang is very nice with the synergy, with Death Touch, but I think this is going to be it. Holy shit, Maldarian gifted 100 subscriptions on this 100th day. Holy shit, Maldarian. Oh my god, Maldarian. I mean, now I have to win. I can't be, oh my god, thank you so much. The support is so amazing. And then I just go like 0-3, and I'm like, oh, I didn't draw my cards. Angelic Ascension. Exile its controller, creates an angel. That might be value, huh? I'm going to mark it and just peek around here. Oh, yeah, whenever you draw a card. So it's 4-5 on my turn most of the time. That actually seems okay. Twin Blade Assassins. It's okay. Destroy a big dude. I'm not seeing anything amazing. This is like my favorite combat trick maybe ever. Grasp of Darkness is real good. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. I mean, both of these are actually real good. There's not terribly much blue. There's not terribly much white. I think I'm actually just going to take the cheap removal. I'm not the best drafter for what it's worth, but blue-black control is a thing, and if I start to get more cards in that pile, it feels nice. Oh yes, the goblin that synergizes with goblins. Cultivate is pretty nice. Deathbloom Thallid is fine. Oh, there's a capture sphere. Perfect. Perfect. There's a lot of black coming my way. And it surprises me. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. Let's see. Defiant Strike is okay. Dub is okay. Keen Glidemaster is I was really excited about it, but went down over time. I'll probably take the Library Larcenist if I'm in the blue-black control, as it is a card that can replace itself. I see that the Swiftwater Cliffs Skeleton Archer is actually surprisingly solid. It's a surprisingly solid pick. Spinner. I think maybe this isn't a stupid one to pick up on, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. It will be a day of learning. Fetid Imp. Little flapper. Lofty Denial. Huh. I actually think this is quite good. Actually, this is quite good. 2-mana counterspell. Okay. Sanctum of Tranquil Light sucks. Tempered Veteran is real slow. Celestial Enforcer is actually better than I thought it was. It's actually better than I thought it was. I think it's between the Fetid Imp and the Lofty Denial. This is just a super duper defensive card, which maybe I actually need. What pick is this? This might actually wheel. Sometimes it comes back because people don't value it highly enough. Okay. 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 Holy shit. We have a lot of really good blue-black cards. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. So there is a Kite Sail freebooter. But there's also a Roaming Ghostlight. But I think... oh my god. This is incredibly good. Rise Again is also good. It's definitely Kite Sail or Roaming Ghostlight. I'm going to pick the Roaming Ghostlight because it's just a larger flyer with a tempo gain. There's another Lofty Denial, Fetid Imp pick. Sky Scanner's there too. Ooh. That's a nice one. I actually think I might just take the Sky Scanner. Sky Scanner is really nice. Lofty Denials don't get picked very much, and given that blue appears to be completely and utterly open, I'm going to hang on to it. Draw a card and discard a card, or a house, huh? It's hexproof. I think I like having blue-black with a couple of giants in the end, because I mean, if you look at my curve, it's like, you know, mostly reasonable. Maze Mind Tome works very, very well in this, so I think it's looking good. Caged Zombie. Or sack a creature and draw 2 cards. Radiant Fountain is another option. But, you know, whatever. I think I'm going to try this. I mean, like, okay, nice. So, if you watch me play a lot, you'll know that I'm pretty diligent about making sure that I'm not trying to pick too many cute cards, but just trying to make sure I pick enough creatures. Wishcoin Crab is an excellent defender. I'm going to get this one. This does not really seem like my win condition to make things get flying. I think I'd rather have the Wishcoin Crab for defense. See? I told you it would wheel. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. It's a good card, but I expected it to wheel. I'm so sick. Yeah, no, I'm pretty diligent about not grabbing... Wow. About not grabbing just, you know, stupid dregs that could potentially cause a cute thing to happen. But for some reason, this draft is just providing to me all the goodness. So let's see here. We have Pursued Whale. Huh. I think that's going to be the pick. Riddle Form is also very good. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it becomes a Sphinx. This is very nice, because it's just a surprise combat trick. I think that I am going to be a relatively basic bear and just snag up the Pursued Whale. The reason this is good is, first of all, it's just a fat house. I actually think the Tolarian Kraken, Spine Megalodon, and Pursued Whale are all... I mean, this is more than enough. In fact, I might even only run 2 of these 3. But the big thing is that this creature can't block, and creatures you control attack each combat if able. So what happens is you play the Pursued Whale. The next turn, they have to attack, and then you block with the whale and do all sorts of painful things. So let's just take a peek in some of the other colors, see if there's anything insane going on. I'm going to just mark this for now. Don't really need the cute meteorite rookie mistake. By the way, look at the slick design on this card. When it enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage, and add 1 mana of any color. It's exactly what a meteorite would do. But given that in Magic the Gathering, deal 2 damage removal is costed at 1, this is 4 mana too expensive for me to get excited about its removal half. There's not even anything good in other colors here, except maybe Run Afoul. Well, there's the finishing blow. Clean, easy removal. Aven Gagglemaster is an incredibly funny thing to say. It's an incredibly satisfying thing to say. But I think it's very clearly the destroy target creature or planeswalker at instant speed. Azusa Lost But Seeking, one of my favorite cards. Love that card, it's so cool. Alright. I like Frantic Inventory. Of course, I think the Rise Again is better. You know, cheap removal is just always the most premium thing. I would only get really excited about a card like Rise Again if I had some true insane bombs. But I mean, like, I think it's going to be challenging to get to one of these anyways, so I need to eliminate threats on the way to them, so when I play them, they're secure. I don't think there's anything else that I might even want to splash for. The blue-black is not coming from the left this time, which we would sort of expect. Never mind, I lied. There's Riddle Form. Do I have a lot of non-creature spells? Let's just take a peek. Yeah, I guess I do. Yeah, I guess we're fine. I'm going to take Riddle Form. I really like this card. Teferi's Protege is also pretty good. I love Frost Breath, man. There's another Library Larcenist. We also have the Frost Breath, but I think I want a few more creatures. Unsubstantiate. Flying Prowess. This seems like exactly what we want. Just a little bit more threat in the early and mid game. There's another Frantic Inventory, so let's go ahead and pick up this one. Wow, holy shit. No one is in blue. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to mark the Riddle Form. Is there a way to resort this? Shit. Yeah, I think this is it. I don't even know what this card does. Putting it away. Putting it away. Yeah. Again, I don't really think I'm going to be running the Rise Again. I think I'd rather... I mean, I have enough large creatures that if I wanted to... if I was thinking, ooh, I'll get back one of my big creatures, I would rather just put in the third huge creature. Yeah, we might be more mono blue. This, I actually think I am going to take this Wall of Runes and just slide it up here. I think I prefer it to the Village Steward. I mean 4 toughness is like a lot of toughness. Like geez. And I have a lot of card draw too. Should have taken the Megalodon. We got one. We got a Spine Megalodon. I'd prefer that to the other one because it's just so much value. Liliana's Standard Bearer. I mean, probably this guy. Probably this guy. It's a removal or card draw. It's like very flexible for what we're trying to do. Probably going to ditch a good chunk of these black cards. We have a lot of nice blue. This will wheel almost certainly, or the Skyscanner will wheel, and I will happily take it. Let's go ahead and get this guy in the main. Thing of beauty, huh? Absolute thing of beauty. It's not even close. We're happy to be running black. I expect the Frost Breath will come back and the Skeleton Archer if we're very lucky. Ugh, not good, huh? There is yet another Riddle form. How many Riddle forms is too many Riddle forms? I think two. I think two. I think I don't want the third one, I think. Is that true? I don't feel like I'm going to be running any of these things. What? Oh, I didn't mark one? What did it take? What did it take? Oh, fuck. I thought I marked something. Roaming Ghostlight. Took the rare? Ah, shit. Roaming Ghostlight. Let's hope that Lofty Denial comes back. Grim Tutor, don't really need. Sanctum of Stone Fangs might actually be reasonable as just like an endless ping. But I think if I'm trying to think defensively, I would more prefer a Blood Glutton. Blood Glutton. Oh, there's this one. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even see that one. I literally didn't see it. My mind just tuned it out. We have a Finishing Blow. Luckiest boy in the world. All right. I don't think I want a lot of Fetid Imps. I think Skyscanner seems like the choice here. Huh. I think I'm going to maybe be cheaper than I thought. Maybe I did want to Read the Tides. I clicked to Read the Tides at the last second, but even then I'm still not 100% on it. How many Sky Scanners is too many Sky Scanners, huh? How many Sky Scanners is too many Sky Scanners? What do we have in the 2 slot, huh? We have some Riddle forms. Yeah, I don't want this Walking Corpse. I'm just getting another Sky Scanner. Probably not going to run all of them, but still. Frost Breath. Lofty Denial. God, 2 mana is nice, and a pair of Frantic Inventories is nice. Pestilent Haze, probably not ever going to get run, but... I mean, it just nukes all of our creatures. You know, we can actually go way cheaper on the curve. Like, we can just cut all of our houses. Yeah, give me that swamp. Boom! 80 gems. Like, okay. Cut, 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 cut. Cut. Definitely keeping this. Cut you. I think I want 2 of these. Jesus, we have like so many good cards. I can't even believe this. Jesus, I mean, this is insane. Tolarian Kraken, we're going to cut the Spine Megalodon. I like Tolarian Kraken more, I think. Pursued Whale we should keep. I think we should cut a land because we actually have so much draw in the form of the Sky Scanners. This is actually going to take me a minute. Alright, let me move some non-creature spells, or technically these are non-creatures, but I'm going to leave these over here. Technically this doesn't count. Grasp of Darkness is fine. This is fine. So I've removed a good amount of my card draw and stuff. Do have the frantic inventories, but I mean, like, part of me is actually thinking maybe I should even cut this Tolarian Kraken and just keep the Pursued Whale, because I mean, like, look at this. Look. We have. Give me a new pile, please. New pile. There we go. Like, look at how many cards we draw, man. Like, this is actually an insane amount of cards that draw cards. We don't have a ton of creatures, right? We have 12. That's a little concerning. We have a ton of non-creature spells. We have like a shitload. Like, so many, man. Like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm not going to count this one. 9, 10, 11. We just have so many. We just have so many. I guess the riddle forms do count as creatures, though. That I'm forgetting this. There's 14. There's 14 in there. Yeah, because I mean, like this deck. See, I don't even think I want to run the Obsessive Stitcher. Let me reorganize this with what I'm thinking. I actually think that we're like a real tempo-y overwhelm with resources. Stitcher with Whale seems decent. That is the only circumstance in which it seems decent. I'm going to get rid of this Wall of Runes. So, if here is what I am perceiving with this. I started off seeing some blue-black control, and I was telling myself, hey, it appears that maybe my theme is I am going to delay and deny with some of these cards like Fetid Imp, this flyer that can gain Death Touch to kill something. This is a defensive card. Like, this does not put out damage. So something like Fetid Imp, I'm just like, okay, cool, it's nice and defensive. What are some other ones that are nice and defensive? This Liliana Stewart is an example of a defensive card. Wishcoin Crab is an example of a defensive card, obviously from its stats. And I thought to myself, aha, I'm going to be defensive, and I'm going to get my huge house creatures out, and that's how I'm going to win. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to cut these and make the argument that, and this is just temporary as a way to demonstrate. If I cut these and actually take a look at my flying denial deck, like, look at this. Let me actually make a... I wish I could make extra piles down here like you could in MTGO, but that's maybe a bit much. So let me put my removal to the right here. So I actually have like a good amount of value draws, value draw flying, removal and card draw, flying, denial, card draw, kill, card draw. I actually have, I guess it looks like, I guess I have a little bit less removal than I thought. I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I'm looking at something like this, I'm starting to go, hey, this is actually kind of sick. Like, we basically just try to, like, tempo out. I guess I do want something at the super high end, but I think that I can actually put on substantial pressure with this. But I'm also saying to myself, wait a minute. If we have Maze Mind Tomes, maybe the Frantic Inventories don't make any sense here. Because maybe, okay, because we could say I'm not focusing enough on doing one thing in particular. I think, here's my card draw things. So, for instance, if I went for all creature-y things, I wouldn't want these Frantic Inventories. What I would want is, like, Village Rites. Play a Skyscanner, draw a card, Village writes it to draw 2 more cards. Super cheap cycling to the things that I want to get. This is instant, yeah. Riddle form triggers are good, though. But remember, I'm not just saying let's cut these and put in creatures. I'm saying let's cut these 2 card draw spells to put in these 2 other card draw spells. It is true that it avoids the sacrifice. Yeah, maybe the Library Larcenist is the weak link here. Because then what I'd say is I have this trio of card draw cards. Maybe I can put in 1 Larcenist. No, let's just put another Sky Scanner, right? Fly Scanner, Sky Scanner. Alright, I'm pretty happy with how we have trimmed down. Because I think that this actually does look like Zakor. This is looking like an option. So I want to stress that a way that I see people do draft decks that I don't like to do is I start with all my cards and I cut down to 40. What I want to do is cut way too aggressively for the ones I'm 100% positive about and just look. And for instance, I'm 99% positive I'm going to run the Pursued Whale. So I cut it. And now we have 35 of 40, and it's very easy, I feel, to rebuild from 35 to 40 than it is to be at 42 cards trying to trim one. It's easier to see the real core of the deck this way. So what I want to do now is I've basically done a kind of weird pile division. Let me actually make this a little bit more clear what I'm doing. Here is my creature curve of the creatures currently in the deck. Here is my card draw cards, and here is my various forms of removal and denial. Technically, Lofty Denial is not removal, but it kills the things. And so when I look at this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. We'll definitely want more creatures, and I am now going to take my curve and ask, what does it look like when I start to put things in where their costs are? So I mostly have removal and draw early on, and that's something I'm going to need to be cognizant of. So what do I want to do from here? I did put in 16 land because I think I can get away with it with the amount of draw that I have. What to do next, okay? Obsessive Stitcher, draw and then discard. It does have 3 toughness. I think the Skeleton Archer is just an incredibly reliable card. I'm going to put it in. It's a nice body. I think I'm going to wind up with some of these. I'm almost certainly going to put in the Pursued Whale, so let's get that guy in. And you know, maybe I actually do want to have a Wish Coin Crab. Alright. So I kind of feel like I want more cheap things, right? Kind of something like Wall of Runes Lofty Denial or Wall of Runes Frost Breath. Wishcoin Crab over Tome Anima? I think so. Blade GL says, do you though? Isn't the format slow enough to justify the curve? I think I just don't even understand what you mean. This is sometimes the problems with a live Twitch chat, is that I say something, and then 8 seconds passes, and then you just heard what I say, so you respond to that, and I don't know where we're at. Addy ain't got no daddy, but does have 10 gifted subs to give. Hello, Addy. How are you, man? You don't really need Frost Breath with the Flyers of the Whale, right? Yeah, I think that's right. I think that does sound right. The Lofty Denial with all of the Flyers, I'm going to try, but I now think that I definitely need creatures in there. Blade says, I feel like you don't need early creatures, since you have good removal, and Megalodon and Kraken just seem amazing in draft. Yeah, I think the... It is a little suspect of me to run so few lands, but I feel pretty good with the Sky Scanners in here. And I really think that if I were truly relying heavily on my houses, on my big fat whaley guys, I think then I would be more comfortable running some of these true defensive ones. I do maybe have one too many Sky Scanners. Yeah, again, 16 lands I'm fine with because we have draw, lots of draw, and there was one more source of draw somewhere here. Oh yeah, there he is. Liliana's the Standard Bearer. I'm going to try to run the other fatty. And I think 8/8 looks good. Yeah, Opt is a card that I'm not that interested in running, pretty much ever, unless I had a substantial amount of prowess creatures. And I think we did a pretty good job here. We have 14 creatures. It says 12, but recall that 2 of them are the Riddle form creatures. However, you know, here's the thing. Here's the last card that I'm on the fence on. Let me come back to this in a moment. Yeah, I think that early on we have a lot of strength of Lofty Denials because we are choosing to run 3 Sky Scanners, the Mistral Singers, the Roaming Gaslights. Ghost Lights. Roaming Gaslight? I've been calling it a Gaslight forever. And technically, if I cast Lofty Denial, when I cast it, it then triggers this to become a Sphinx, so then I have a flyer. So then this costs 4. I think that's how that works. So Village or Frantic Inventory just functions, right? I can just always draw with it. However, this always draws 2, and I have a clear sack target in the Sky Scanners, but I don't have a clear sack target anywhere else. It's just the Sky Scanners. So I'm going to keep the Frantic Inventories in, and we're gonna keep an eye on that. So this is Dimir Flappy Control. Great. All right, I'm gonna get my water. Let me get my water. Hold on. Oh my God! When I stood up, you see this orange button right here? I thought that was my gut hanging out. I was like, Jesus, quarantine's been horrible to me. I'm implying that that's not your gut. You know, I think if I ever do get a gut, I will paint it green, so that way whenever I stand up, people are just like, oh my god! Oh my god! The thing I like about Lofty Denial, let's see here. Opponent goes first too as well, huh? Okay, I'm going to keep this because I'm curious. This is a bad hand, but I have two of my strongest defensive cards in case they are aggro. So I'm going to be thinking a lot about the ordering of this. So that's something that my archer can kill. I can sack the Mistral Singer. Well, not sack, but just trade it weakly, pathetically. Alright, great. Skyscanner's a perfect card here. Heals up. Onake Ogre, sure. So we drew our Eliminate. Let's go ahead and fire up Cardboard Live, yeah. Alright, cool. I do like this card in aggressive decks. Eliminate is just the best. Get this one out right now. The mad typing of Sean fixing things. All I ever do, Sean Sibo, is type madly. EXC Zealous is good luck, Sean. Happy 6 years of walking yesterday. Yeah, 6-year anniversary. Mostly walking was yesterday. Which feels nice. Feels nice to have done a show with two of my good friends on Mondays for many years. So we have some choices. I think the correct one is going to be to whack like this. And let's see what our opponent does. I'm not scared about going to 14 health. Absolutely fine. Let's play the Mistral Singer and be upset that the auto tapper didn't leave up black-blue. Oh, yeah, what a sort of twisting mixture of news today, huh? Oh, I don't know if any of you saw that. Grant Imahara of Mythbusters passed away from the brain aneurysm yesterday. Which is just so sad, man. I got the wonderful treat of getting to work with Grant on a number of shows. Spellslingers was the most recent one. No, I did something else after that, too. But I originally met Grant on Tabletop, where he was absolutely annihilating me. So I started talking shit, because I think it's really funny if you're losing really badly, and you're just talking about how much better you are than everyone there. By the way, here's what I'm going to point out. So we've gotten the draw from the Skyscanner, and some other little efficiencies, the sort of 2-for-1 power of the Skeleton Archer. And it's actually brought us to a nice little efficient point. I'm going to be scrying 1 at the end of each turn because oh, shit! Alright, let's... Whatever. I said I was going to be scrying and then I just passed right through as I was saying it. It's fucking hard to be a streamer, you know? I am going to, again, try to scry. You know what? I'm just going to make sure I don't mess this up. There it is. Good. Stay there. Falconer Adept is fine. This is more of a turn 2 or a I have a flyer play. That audio. Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, I got to work with Grant on tabletop, and I was talking shit because I was losing, and then through a series of minor miracles, I wound up winning, and I felt so guilty. Because Grant Imahara had what I will describe as powerful gentleness. Absolute powerful gentleness. Alright, so I can't actually block anything except the pirate that I don't want to block. He's just such an unbelievably kind person and an incredibly kind man. So this Lofty Denial isn't going to do much. I'm just going to play the Spine Megalodon. Now I can chew through the Falconer Adept and then comfortably bounce the other ones. I think this is fine right now because why force attacks when I'm going to delete everything my opponent has anyways? Oh yeah, this one works nice. Yeah, I think I do. And Grant had this really interesting mixture of both incredibly sweet and gentle, but with the intensity and alertness. Counterspell. And then I think I bonked for $1 billion. I will do. Yeah, Grant had the mix of incredible gentleness of personality, but then also this incredible intelligence. And it was just so balanced to talk to him, you know? You ever talk to someone who's like really smart and really alert, and it's kind of intimidating and that sort of thing? Or someone who's gentle to the point where their personality is almost invisible in that moment. I mean, Grant was just like really sweet and really pleasant. And I remember after I accidentally won in tabletop, I like apologized. Dude, I'm so sorry. I thought it was going to be funny. I thought it was going to be like a caricature of a loser in a game, and I accidentally won. And he thought it was so funny, man. He thought it was so funny. And then we invited him to play on Spellslingers. And I think he I remember he won, didn't he? I'm like 85% certain. As dumb as this sounds, because I remember it was either that or another thing we did together where he won, and I felt a huge sigh of relief. I was like, oh, thank God he beat me. I felt all was right in the world. Ah, that's a Lofty Denial and a Sky Scanner. Okay, so this is the kind of hand I want to keep. This is the kind of hand I want to keep. So this is what I really like about 2-mana spells when I have a lot of 3-mana creatures. Is it lets me just guaranteed get development on the board. The Monji says, looking a lot like Cole from Infamous lately. Oh my god, I forgot the game Infamous. That game was awesome. I loved that game. So I'm going to eliminate this guy. This one can become a little bit obnoxious as it grows. And our plan is really coming together. We do want one more swamp, though. I'm glad we did 8/8. Oh, that imp is so fetid. I mean, I think this is the play. It's not going to do a lot, but, you know, I want to get my 3/2 onto the board for sure. Man, yeah, that news about Grant was really sad last night. Me and Britt both got to work with Grant a number of times through Geek and Sundry. And then on the flip side, Peace Talks, the next Dresden Files book is out, and I know there's been a lot of excitement about that. I'm still behind on my Dresden filing. just keeping the overall numbers on the board nice and low. I don't know why I did this on my turn. I've heard that the next Dresden Files book, Peace Talks, is very good. What's Basra's Acolyte do? The +1/+1 on each of up to 2 target creatures. Well, great. I mean, we can just slam down some minus counters, should it come to that. I'm doing 4 turn, they're doing 4 turn, but I have a flash removal. This is what I think is nice about this. This is either a removal card or it is a deletion card, a removal card. Farts. Pursued Whale would be the nuts here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to let Cylon Archer attack. And I am going to trade away the Roaming Ghostlight, which might look a little gutsy and nutsy. Because what I really, really want, there it is the land. Because now, we get to begin to consume their entire board. Zephyr says, hey Sean, do you plan on running an aggro list on Constructed anytime soon? I guess I haven't run any aggro on M21 recently. I guess that's right. My god, I guess that's right. What our opponent's probably going to do is try to force the Tempered Veteran to buff this, so that way this is tapped and cannot attack. These are not feeling as grand. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're against white-black. Probably not a lot of counters. No, I didn't mean counters. A lot of combat tricks. Speaker of the Heavens. Alright, great. Eat this, eat this. Perfect. Alright, so let us get rid of something. You know, I'm just going to do something in a slightly weird order. I'm going to go like this. Because this guy, I mean, he's not going to be able to really do anything amazing. But I don't want to bounce this, because it can add counters to things, and I do want to kill it. Both of these, I would like to kill. Malefic Scythe, huh? Yeah, I think this is the correct play because it turns the Riddle form into a creature here. So my opponent can either permit the Malefic Scythe to land, which means that this doesn't come down, or they can just let it get countered, both of which are great. But this now allows me to eat this. Perfect. Okay, so this deals a total of 3 damage. So we now have a pile of choices. Probably block like this. Great. That is a nice little outcome, huh? Great. My opponent does have a lot of health, though. Tanner Carruthers says, what up, Sean? You were my first sub ever. Hell yeah, Tanner. Welcome to this here party that is Day 9 TV. Oh my god, that sigh that is like so malefic. So this is whenever this and at least 2 other creatures attack. Can I swing in for 11 here? Is this safe to do? I think this is actually very safe to do. I mean, this is requiring me to do some things that are mathematical. But I think this is fine. And as a nice gift to myself, as a little treat, you know, I'm gonna add 1 here, you know, treat myself. Medic says, this whale has been carrying you, my god, doing your opponent like Ahab. I'm absolutely Ahabing the crap out of my opponent. And what could you be, Cylon Archer? Basri Lieutenant is like the best possible draw. Damn. That is an insane draw. Crud. Crap. Drang it. However, I performed the attack that I did last turn because if my opponent isn't careful, I can just swing back and kill. In fact, with just these 2, if I swung with both, the pursued whale would have to be blocked. So likely what happens now is that Cylon Archer is forced to not attack, which gives me another draw. Alright, so let's go ahead, and if I do this and this, what happens? There's a block, and we get... This doesn't have trample. So I don't think that's good, because whenever a thing with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, it makes a little 1. Protection from multicolored. No reach here, that I know of. Mistral Singer is pretty good here. Not incredible, but it's pretty good. Alright. Squeeze those cheeks. There you go. Get a 5/4. Alright. Show me what you got. Now, obviously, if I trade here, my opponent now has an extra Malefic Scythe. If I chump, then I have some in the air and 1 on the ground. I think chumping is the right maneuver here, yeah? I think we just chump. This is where there was trample damage, and I immediately die and become very, very surprised. Deathbloom Foul, it's super fine. Perhaps swing once in the air. We'll see. This Pursued Whale is forcing our opponent to essentially only swing with 1 thing a turn. A non-creature spell wins you the game here. Is that a true statement? So what happens if I do 2 attackies? Well, my opponent goes to a very low number. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it. I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote. See, if I left back the Mistral Singer, our opponent would be at 5, which means that I would have delayed things a turn. Do I want to leave the Mistral Singer back to block? Well, I can eat 1 mid-sized thing and chump another mid-sized thing. Yeah, I mean, Cylon Archer has no outs. Yeah, that was a good one. There's no haste in these colors, really. So we can eat this one, and then we can chump this one, and then that's the game, right? Figured it out. Yeah, see, if I left the Mistral Singer back, there's nothing that it can eat outside of this, and so it does not seem like it's actually serving a purpose as a blocker. So since I'm not going to be blocking with it, and, more importantly, I don't need to block with it, because I don't think there's any hasters in these colors. If you put the Scythe on the 1-2, he would have won. Nice. Well, I certainly sounded like I knew what I was doing. Okay. This is the exact type of hand that makes us explore if our construction was correct. Benavari says, like a pacifism wins them the game there if you don't leave it back. Yeah, but, oh yeah, and then your next sentence is, but it's back as a blocker, you lose. Yeah, because our opponent can make one big thing a turn. And so if our opponent is making one big thing a turn that I cannot block with my whale, then I have a pickle. I have one thing dying per turn, so I'm going to be running out of things real fast. So I need to figure out how to win real fast. So that's why I spent a good chunk of time just thinking, stewing, and eschewing. I'm not going to play the Maze Mind Tome. It's better on turn 4 than on turn 2. But especially because I'm going to be doing things on my turn 3. I think I don't care about that. I think I really don't care about that. I think I leave... Like, the Sky Scanners are not going to be my win conditions. I'm not going to be fist pumping because I got a Sky Scanner down, you know? Yeah, our opponent definitely had outs. I just... What is this? What the fuck? What? And then double the argue. Oh my god, no! No! Quickly! 2 for 1, the person. Grasp of Darkness. Goodbye. Bang. I did this on my turn because green has the hexproof thing that they can do. Is there currently a format for the next What the Deck submissions? I'm in a brewing kind of mood. It is Goblins versus Elves, my friend. Goblins versus Elves. On the last Monday of July of me versus Professor Noxios live. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Well, I'm in a mood to scan the sky, and we're already seeing our plan kind of come to fruition here. I just drown my opponent out with relatively modest pinging and so much card advantage. So much card advantage. Who's the guests? Nox? Yeah. I like doing shows with Nox and Kibler. They're my buddies. As you probably noticed in the 11-year history of this stream, almost universally, I do the thing that gravitates towards the shit that I like. Wow, you don't want to disable this. Cool. I universally steer towards things that I really like, or working with my friends, than necessarily view count chasing. Who is the most famous person on Twitch? Please do a collaboration with me, please! Orion 1010. Happy 4-year anniversary. Says, thanks for all the positivity over the last 4 years. It's carrying me through my PhD work. I'm happy to be a nice companion for you, Orion. And I love hearing what sorts of research projects people are doing. Moody Saucer says, wait, who is the most famous person on Twitch? I saw Chelsea Manning was streaming Stardew Valley. Pudsey linked me that, man. That cracked me up. it cracked me up because, I mean, there was just such a... It's so weird to see just, like... Because, what did Chelsea Manning do? I think they shared a bunch of covert documents with WikiLeaks. Sentenced to prison, served 7 years. And then comes out and is at the beach collecting fucking shells. Oh... God, I mean, that just made me laugh, man. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to get our Crablar in there, you know? Salist says, I think your hair looks nice. I shaved my head back in 2017. Best decision I ever made. Salist, that is the exact type of compliment I love. That felt great. I loved having you say that. You just said a nice thing, you related to yourself, shared an anecdote, maybe got me thinking a little bit. Hey, maybe I should do a little bit of that shit, you know? Fuck, maybe a little bit of this. It's great. Pudzy said, Chelsea Manning's chat was half the people saying thank you for being a hero, and the other half saying here's how you get more copper. I forgot to scry. As is my commonest technique. Give me the heals. Let's see, what did Orion say their PhD project was about? What did they say? Where are you at, Orion? Where are you at? It's about autonomous multi-target tracking. Interesting. C'est intéressant. I think I just chill and leave this back. We have an extremely solid follow-up play, which is finishing blow to bonk one in the face. And then we have Riddle Form to consume the other one with Sphinxian claws. That's McClows. Hey, so, my dear friend Kevin, whom I was going to be playing Dota with tomorrow, yeah, you know, I think I'm going to do this just to make it sting a little bit more. Take that action. Bang. Now, this will get a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, it's at the beginning of your end step. I thought it was just at the beginning of any end step. My bad. I want to get back to working on projects again. Basically game projects. I mean, obviously there's Straits of Danger and... I don't know how many times I'm going to forget to scry, but that's fine. But, you know, I think pure research is so incredibly fun. So incredibly fun. Oh, yeah. Purge can't play tomorrow because our dear friend Purge is finishing getting his first house, which is so cool, which is so awesome. So I'm trying to think of what to do tomorrow. Okay, now the question is what to do. What to do? I think the policy of drowning in card advantage is just going to be a strong one. Eliminate is pretty good, though. I'm going to draw this. I mean, this is a 4-cost creature, so Eliminate does not interact with it, but... Yeah, I'm doing this, man. If this swings, I mean, we can just nuke them next turn. This is incredible. Yeah, so I'm thinking, I mean, I don't know, maybe Monster Train. Maybe we should just move Friday's Command and Conquer stream to the next day. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe that's what we should do. I don't know. Maybe Slay the Spire tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe that's pretty good. Yeah, maybe. Alright, our opponent loses. Alright, let's see if we can change our ordering at all with the Sky Scanner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. Gotcha. Oh, you fucking gain life equal to its power. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pay a bunch. It's a creature now. Yeah, let's see. Because we would have gotten 3 more and then 3 less. No, we would have gotten 2 more. Now, if we countered our 1, it wouldn't have been enough. If we countered our thing, it wouldn't have been enough. Because we would have been able to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's the way to do the math. I would have gotten +1 on these, but I wouldn't have been able to attack with those. So we would have dealt 1 less damage. Or 1 more damage, but not 2 more damage. Our opponent would have been at 1. So we did do the better play in the end. Regardless. He could have paid for it though, so he couldn't brick. Did I have enough mana for that? I didn't even compute that, because I assume we wouldn't have the ability to... You know what, we're just going to say this. We're just going to say, you have to be correct here. You've got to be correct. You are the viewer. You know better than I do. I had 4 mana extra. Unbelievable. Only true pros from chat now. Your pal Day 9 is just a lowly streamer. Oh my god, dude. I absolutely cleaned the shit out of some stuff this weekend. And by cleaned, I just mean removed things from boxes and put them into spots. This closet, full of stuff. Sheriff now goes in there and meows at the boxes. It's incredible. Book boxes, haven't unpacked them, but made a DIY modular cat castle out of them by the window. 1 tower for Sheriff, 1 tower for Despy, both princesses. The sentries at the gate defending off all birds that come to the bird feeder. Now I can walk easily from this room into the living room where there is a sofa and sit down upon the sofa. I can then go to my bedroom, lie down on the bed and go, ah, and at no point do I risk stubbing my toe on a cardboard backs. God, it feels so good. What 3 rooms? That's right, EXE Zealot. I moved to Los Angeles, and I now have a 2-bedroom instead of a 1-bedroom. And it costs about $1,500 less a month. No, I guess it's more just like $1,100 a month less. We started the new Dresden book yet? Asks Gels. I haven't even finished my reread through. I think we definitely want the Mistral Singer because Our strategy, again, is we have removal and denial, and then we have some more stable defensive creatures in the 4-mana slot, and those defensive stable creatures give us the capability to begin swinging in the sky for a few extra swingo dingos. Yeah, this apartment is $23.50, like $23.80, something like that, for a 1,200 square foot 2-bedroom, parking included, water included. It's great. It's really great. Oh, and that includes the pets. That includes the pets too. So, I mean, that's like incredible. And the other apartment was like 33, 34. It was bad. It was bad. It was not good. Now, interestingly, in the Bay Area, a 1-bedroom, the median for a 1-bedroom is $4,000 a month. Ish. Probably a little less. Probably a little less. Yeah, San Francisco has the most outrageous real estate prices in the world. Well, I mean, I'm using outrageous a little too qualitatively. The highest per square foot residential, I believe, is Hong Kong. But the benefit of being in Hong Kong is that you get to live in Hong Kong. If you live in San Francisco, you unfortunately have to live in San Francisco. So that's kind of like, shit. So in this position, do we want to play a Riddle Form, or do we want to leave up Lofty Denial? I think I want to leave up Lofty Denial here. So by leaving up Lofty Denial, we see red, which is aggressive. Riddle Form is going to be a little bit slower. It's nice as a combat trick, but my next turn is going to be Mistral Singer. Farts. You know, I'm actually gonna still keep the Lofty Denial up. I would rather counter a Juicy Thing and then smush a Wishcoin Crab. Shaded Grace's Holy Cow, where I live my mortgage for 3-bedroom, 2-bath house is 1K-ish. Yeah. The fuck? Alright. Yeah, I'm from Kansas, so, like, you know, you can buy in cash a 4,000 square foot home for like $250,000, like a whole thing, like 4-bedroom, 3-bath, kitchen, den, second kitchen, 4-car garage, like everything. All right, riddle me this, Sean. Weirdly, I actually think I'm going to leave back the Wishcoin Crab. I don't really want to Swingo Dingo into this. Am I planning on walking through the Jumpstart cards? Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to reserve time for big-ass card reviews. That's a potent denial right there. Lofty Denial's card art is so funny. It's like, hoot hoot, nope. Rousing Reed. I think this is the trade. My opponent has declared I am an aggressive deck. And because my opponent has declared that, I'm going to believe them and say that I am far cooler than they because I have a Megalodon and a whale. So this will give me the capability to slow them down by trading away my prowess dude, preventing you know, a creature that lives from doing that. Rousing Reed's real nice. I declare aggro! Michael, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, look, do I think it's worth it to live here? You know, I believe firmly that answer will depend on different factors for each person. Like, I work in entertainment, and I have interest in technology and games. These are the thingies that I will look for in the future. Could be a lofty denial. Could be wins. Could be a winnie. Like, you know, if, like, let's say, for instance, and I think this is a very reasonable possibility, that, you know, people stop watching me, I mean, pretty simply. I think that there's, like, a lot of people focusing on a lot of super interesting, popular modern games that I'm not that interested in, and maybe the viewership just transitions over to those people. I need to account for the fact that this... What does this do? You get to return a thing, so you return a... What got returned? Oh, Goblin Wizardry. Nice. Yep, my opponent definitely is super aggro. This is where the Skeleton Archer is going to be nice. Look how good our Wish Queen crab is. What a good crab. And so, you know, if I wanted to do something focused in... technology, being in Los Angeles or San Francisco is incredibly important. So, I almost all the filming work that I do is in LA. All the tech and game stuff is in, like, the West Coast. So, you know, something like that really makes it feel so worthwhile to live in this area because, to be honest, all I really want to do is work on dope projects. See you later, nerds. Yes, please, take that action. Wait, this is the battle? Oh my god, I thought it was this one. Oh, shit. Farts. Crud. Crud farts. Crap. Dang it. Shit. Let's see what he does. I really need that Skeleton Archer. Alright, let's see what our villain does. Yeah, I just like... I like working on projects, and I like hanging out and reading books and chilling. God, I thought that was the one that I fucking countered. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Okay, so I can go chump chump and draw 2. I think that's probably the best play, but let's see what villain does here. These guys are a problem. Why? I think I know why. My opponent is not expecting me to do what seems like a horrific play. This is a big surprise to villain, for sure. Because I have Liliana as a standard Plague Bearer. Now, we still have the ability to play Grasp of Darkness in case this is something tricky. But I don't expect it to be something tricky, because if that were the case, then the Goblin Wizard would have swung. Face is the place. Follow your nose. I have so many dumb phrases that I say, man. People are gonna stop watching this at some point. I mean, they have to. Lily's standard P-Bear is pretty excellent. I do this now. Decline. Decline, 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 decline. Riddle form me this. Okay, is this safe to attack with? I am very frightened by the prowess goblins. I think I don't attack. Here's my reasoning for not attacking. We're actually relatively close to death. Our opponent has a prowess Dowser, 3 prowess goblin wizards, and a 3/3 flyer. So what I'm going to do is almost certainly Grasp of Darkness this in response. So if I can survive through this turn, then I have the benefit of being able to play the Pursued Whale, and Manel Tiago is kind of in a little bit of a scroodle-doodle spot. So I think that if I live through this turn, I think playing the Pursued Whale is a bit of a total domination. But I want to come back to something that I said during the drafting and construction, where I said I think that the way we win is by just very gently, slowly drowning our opponent in card advantage. And I think that that's coming true. I mean, our opponent even had a Shipwrecked Dowser to return this very powerful Goblin Wizard summoning spell. And has even gotten some opportunities to draw with, like, Rousing Reed and shit. And we're still ahead. We're still ahead on cards. Gently drowning, yes. Okay. I'm gonna do this real slow. Okay, so this is the one I do. Just get rid of this. This could be an instant, and we're fine because this would become a 1/1. This would be a 5/5. We'd go block, block, trade, eat, and then play the Pursued Whale, and then be done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, I have a better play. What you gonna do? Perfect. Okay. So, I think I need to do this. For sure, right? That seems like a smarty pants play. And then I will play the double block like this to help try to guarantee that I get the large prowesser down. There is 1 card in hand, which would make that a 5/5, so the double block has a combined power of 5. I'm just chucking away Liliana's Standard Bearer, which is nifty thrifty. Not a problem. That play was pretty cool. Now we gotta be a little careful because we can go to 1 here quite easily. We're doing it. We're a draft all-star. I've done it. Oh my god. The Manji says, loving this music. Yeah, I gotta say, Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering really nailed the in-game music. Like, I just have been enjoying listening to this nonstop. Alright. Alright, so now we're gonna go to, like, 2. It was possible to go to 1 last turn if they had, like, a card draw spell and then drew another spell sort of thing, and then I just didn't quite have enough to block, but that just looks like the wrong block. Let's block 1, and then let's block the other one, huh? 2 health does not feel good. Let me tell you, that feels pretty bad, especially against a deck that has shown shocks, you know, various forms of Boyne. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm not gonna put that away, but, you know, still. Hey, that game felt deftly maneuvered. Ship it. Ship it. Robin Games says, Sean is a more experienced drafter. How do you still follow the bread format closely, or do you deviate with experience? When it comes to something that is very abstract, my approach is typically, I like rules, I like structures, but I am allowed to think. So I view bread as a lens. For any of you who don't know bread is a simple heuristic for drafting. Pick bombs first. If there's no bombs, get removal. If there's none of those, evasion or efficient cards. And then A, just cards that are good for aggro. And then D, for dregs, for just the random garbage that's at the end. That is the bread format. And so, the ways in which this is not true is, say, if you know in this format, it's very difficult for green to close out unless you have certain big tramplers. So there is just a big, thick trampler, and you're like, this is perfect for my win condition. Right? You start to understand and know what some of these variables are. Well, I see one riddle form. I'm going to play 2 riddle forms. I don't really like opt and draft, but whatever. Yeah, so I mean, I love rules. I love structure. I love all that stuff. But I am always careful to not abandon thought. You know, for instance, never defend tier 2s. I love saying that in Dota. Never defend tier 2s. Never. Never stop building workers. Obviously, there's spots where you stop building workers. Obviously, there's times where you defend tier 2s. And it's a Vidalian Alchemist. Take that action. I'm going to commence Operation Bonk You. This guy could attack and draw a card, and that's bad. But watch my sweet plays. Watch my sweet plays for sweet days. Creature's going to get played here. No. Alright, well, I'll do it on your turn. Put a stop here. See if I can get this guy before he attacks. Or do I want to permit Wing Pal to attack? What is this? Beginning of your end step. If creature dies turn, you may pay this. Okay. So now I want my opponent to attack. So I'm going to be King Smarty Pants, and I'm going to double block this. In this way, if my opponent had an Eliminate or a Grasp, I still kill it. I have utilized the noggin. Oh, how quaint. Yes. Love to. Spine Megalodon is a house in this matchup. Sky Scanner. I think it was really good to run all 3 Sky Scanners. The Lofty Denials are really nice. Cool. See, this is a situation where I really do prefer the frantic inventory to the village rights, because I want to keep this flyer alive. And we're going to do this so we can maybe get a land. Okay. Don't even care. I really like this Lofty Denial with these triple sky scanners, man. We absolutely baby carrot moded that guy's bones, man. This guy has more than 206 bones in his body after we were done with him, let me tell you that. Archaeologists would be a little upset digging up this one, and it would never make it to the museum in this state. Okay. This is the kind of hand that I think our deck excels with. Not even lost once yet? No, I think we did a really good job with this one. And also no one was playing our colors. We don't want to play the Riddle form. Definitely not. We don't really have any activators in hand or activators soon. Our opponent has done no turn 1 or 2 play, which means a turn 3 play is extremely likely. So we can get a Lofty Denial off with really high probability. And then we just get Sky Scanner our way into something else dope. I'm the best. This draft has just been clean, man. Just clean as hell. Fuck. Everything is shit. Alright, let us see if we can start to get some of this going. Skelopal Archer is real good. Caged a zombie. Alright, it seems as though the 16 land is hurting us a wee bit, as, we are not really super surprised at what's happening to us right now. I'm not saying it's fun, I'm just saying I'm not surprised. Haha! Bad mulligan? I think it was a reasonable mulligan. I think everything we did was reasonable. We're running 16 lands. This is not... I do not want to... This is looking like an L. Gonna dip out of this one. Because it's a card game, we must consider probability a lot of the time. And I think that I did a correct choice with my 16 lander, because we have 2 Frantic Inventories for draw, 3 Sky Scanners for draw, Liliana's Butthole, whatever it's called. Liliana's Big Bad Knight, who's a 3/1 who flashes. We have that one. So there's 6 sources of card draw, and I feel like I'm even forgetting one. Because I did that a number of times. I think that with this, the Standard Bearer, that's what it is. Ah, yes, the Maze Mind Tome. Thank you very much. This is an incredible hand. So I think that for that reason, I thought that running 1 less land, because we effectively have like a pricey cycle. I mean, if you saw the cycling things. So, you know, I feel good about it, but that doesn't change the fact that sometimes you just don't get there, and that's okay. That's okay. Fire 7 with 10 gifted subs said some support for the channel. Well, thank you kindly for your support, my friend. We're having ourselves a good old day here. We're missing land drops, but then again, Blitzklinch is doing some hopeful whiffing themselves. What? Spine Megalodon, go. Sky Scanner, go. It'd be funny. We kick a whole bunch of ass, and then we really don't draw any land. So we've actually looked at a pretty substantial number of cards on the top. That is really, really bad news for us. This is also relatively garbage news for us, but that's okay. Cool. Super cool. Great news. Awesome. We have some good draws that we can get to. Obviously, getting the land out is nice. We can do some, perhaps, combination of eliminate Lofty Denial into Wishcoin Crab, something like this. We can also eliminate this and draw again with the Maze Mine. Don't forget, it gains us 4 life, so it's very, very nice for the slowness with which we wish to win. Uh-oh. Bing and a bong. Alright, so we're going to go down a bit, and I think that that's okay. No blocks. No blocks. Bing, bong, pow. Okay, so let's come back to here. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. We're just going to see what's up. Lofty Denial is an extremely high value card right now. Eliminate, also very high value. Probably will kill this one, and then I will Roaming Ghostlight 1, and then we'll just have a 1/1 to deal with, which I think we're okay trading with. Trader's Greed is tight. Au revoir. So this is not the kind of value I was hoping for. I was hoping for maybe another Goblin Wizardry getting casted. I think it is called Goblin Wizardry, yeah. Something that cost 4. Let's just go down to 8, which is okay. And you know, I'm going to scry here. I don't think we need to go for maximum value. We just need to... Operation Bing Bong is a grand success. Now, I'm suspicious of these 2 being left up. I have genuine suspicion. I actually don't feel good about this. I'm going to play the Riddle form. And leave back the Sky Scanner for like the billionth time. Yeah, I really don't feel good about playing that. The reason I really like this play with the Riddle form and the Lofty Denial is that my opponent wants to cast spells pre-combat because there is a Riddle form. So if my opponent does have those spells that our opponent wishes to cast pre-combat, I can do this and then take this action and get this guy out, increasing the probability of snapping somebody like a baby carrot. Okay, good. I will defend my maneuver until the end of turns. Alright, get in there, guy. Bam. Got him. Alright, my opponent is going to be able to cycle through things with great efficiency. We don't actually have the most powerful looking collection of things, because we kind of had some awkward moments there, but filtering out the land is really nice. Sanctum of Calm Waters is really nice here. We do have a superior board. Ooh. And is that death for us, huh? Is this going to be death? Let's see what happens. What you doing, Blitzklinge? This is the 3rd Traitorous Greed? This is actually awesome. Is Lightning Bolt in this set? That's right, the book does heal us. I think it is not in the set. So I think I want to just get healed up now. I think I want to get healed up now. Okay. A lot of people don't see the Maze Mind tome trigger. So I like to, like, for as long as humanly possible, like, wait to pop that. You can bing bong me for 1 damage any day of the week. Down to 6. Don't need really that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Not enough to do both of our things. Let's see. Alright. A lot of filtering. A lot of Trader's Greed happening. And Igneous Cur. Perfect. That's setting us up for success. Problem. I messed up the untapping in Magic the Gathering Online so many times. So many times. Holy Lord. Take that action. Hello, it's me, the Riddle Bear. Don't need more of those. This is a really good draw, because now our opponent... First things first, we Wish Coin Crab pre-combat. What Blitzklinge wants to do is to counter stuff, right? So if I do this, my opponent... If I do both of these, my opponent goes to 7. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. But if I do this, my opponent is still on a 4-turn clock. Let's do like this. This gives me the opportunity to do some tricks. This has been a tricky game. This has been, because we started off getting a little bit land bonkered. And our opponent is running low on cards in deck. Has been doing an extra draw and discard every single turn. Now this is an Izzet style deck, man. This is... You got it. Uh-oh. Holy fuck. That is so cool. Dude. X equals 9, man. Alright, I don't know why our opponent attacked with the Cur. This does not have trample, I believe. Let's just get the bounce guy. Trader's Greed is in the bin, huh? We can definitely live a turn. I think we keep this. I think we keep this here because it guarantees that I can at least get another turn out of this mess. There it is. Alright, I found the line. I found the line. I found the line. And it might not work this time, but I found the line. Whew. Okay. See, by attacking with both of these, my opponent dies next turn, unless my opponent can either kill me, which I'm going to explain how we'll stop in a moment, or by killing one of these. So what I'm going to do is if I grasp this, just because it's a target, then this becomes a creature that I can chump here with, because this does not have trample. Then I live, and if my opponent spent all the mana doing this, then we go to 2. So now my opponent loses the mana. My opponent goes to the Declare Attacker step. Swings with both. I cast Grasp of Darkness on this. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I won. So, because we made sure that both of these lived through that sequence, we managed to stay alive. That was a nice way to get to 7 wins. That was a nice way to get to 7 wins. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Claim the prize. That's it? I just click the button, claim the prize, and it just happens? Did I not get the prize? What happened? Did this number go up? Did the number go up? Just let's go to packs. Do we have packs? I don't know. I don't know if... Oh my god. You know, here's what I actually think is happening. Is that the engine sees that was a pretty cool sequence at the end, and it just doesn't know what to do. It just still thinks that I lost the game.